Hi, my name is Tiana Jones, and I'm here to talk to you about influencers going viral. As Cali Fae, my brand, is impacting people worldwide, I can tell you a simple, clear way of understanding technology in our social media platforms. Right now, going viral seems to be so important to so many people. People want to be famous, or they have such an influence of words that they want to get out of emotion. Some people want to be able to determine their fate based off social media and the way they impact others. Well, I can tell you we have to control our thoughts and emotions. We're going through so many changes in the world that influencing each other has been around since before destined of time. So knowing that we play different roles in our emotions to impact is so clear for mental health, clarity, and observation when building an audience of people following as an influencer. Me as an influencer, I bring value for creating an alignment with some of my posts, an alignment with different platforms to have similar content that brings more of hope or faith-based, and that helps me stay on track with my own emotions as a content creator. I don't want to mislead anyone. I don't want to make anyone feel that I'm insulting them or that the verbiage is disrespectful. So I make sure to impact people with encouragement and value of consideration of empathic ethics, maybe something that they may go through that can be easily discussed without disrespecting them. And I think that that's very important as a creator, to be professional and to know that you have to be able to grasp everybody's emotions and know what everybody in the targeted audience is looking for. That helps you build all of your social media visualizations of followers, likes, comments, and of course you can do this using ads to scale that optimistic opportunity to build such a big variety of adverse people. That is a very true fact. Now, again, we want to talk about the lack of the access of technology. If you have lack of access of technology, it can frustrate you. It can maybe make you angry, make you anxious, make you nervous, and maybe even have your palms sweaty or make you double think what you're thinking about. We don't want mental health to be as streaked into giving the wrong influence to our social media creators. We want people to know that they are not alone. We can all do and understand in time where the technology will grow to. But being the fact that each scenario can impact differently, we have created an understanding of categories. You have politics. Right now, Trump was elected. There's so much adversity about borders and about deportation, and of course, transgender human rights and civil rights. We're all here as human beings. So this is the time for us to go in and realize that there are various ways to impact people through our emotions and our thoughts. Okay, guys, so I want to talk about another thing. When TikTok was banned, people were not controlling their emotions. There was videos flooding, virally going crazy, where people were kicking their car doors, they were screaming, they were crying, they were panting, they were pouting, and now they couldn't control their emotions and thoughts until they felt that they were able to get back in their TikToks and access what was their money, monetization, their advertisement for products, or even just their bare minimum satisfaction of knowledge that was spreading. This is so serious. And the last thing I want to talk about today are, honestly, Bank of America and Verizon had a huge nationwide shutdown. And that was in September and October of 2024. When this happened, this impacted everybody, guys, which made people feel threatened that their money was in danger, their livelihood, their activities in perception, their banks. They couldn't get into the technology of their apps. And when they went to the bank and they checked their apps, their money was gone. Well, this impacted lots of Americans, and also due to the Verizon outbreak, people couldn't even use their phones. They were not able to even digitally communicate through their apps on Shipt and other various platforms like Uber and Lyft. So this really affected people's emotional and psychological outbreak. And this showed socially how impactful something like this can happen to determine how people will react. All right, guys, I feel this is something you should trust and listen to, especially when we're living of the reality of how we're playing the role of society and psychology of using technology and media. All right, guys, peace.